Okay, welcome to DPOS. So after having been successfully installed, as you can see at the desktop, meron po siyang automatic na icon na nakalagay. So let's click to log in, double click, and then log in. So we have a default username, ABM, and the password 12345. Okay, so here is our main page. As we can see, sa home, meron tayong customers, button, sales, stocks, and restocking. And for the price table, we have single, item, and package. Sa tools naman, we have user accounts where dito tayo gagawa ng ating sariling account. Then register para po to activate this program kasi we have only this as a demo or a trial version for our clients. And then we have the reports, the daily sales, monthly sales, and the stock record reports. So first, we'll scrutinize each button. First thing to do is to create your own account. So dito tayo sa tools, then user accounts. So user accounts, we can able to add, edit, and delete users. So first thing, we're going to add. So as we add, magge-generate po siya ng unique na ID for each user. So we're going to add a full name. We have a full name of, let's say for example, Thea Talim. Username Thea. Password 12345. Then let's say that Thea is an admin. Okay. So sa account type, meron tayong tatlong type. Admin, power user, and user. Ang karaniwang nagagamit dito is the admin and the user. So kanina gumawa tayo ng admin. Now let's try to add another type of account which is the user. So click the add button, nag-generate siya ng panibagong ID, and then let's try Bea, Lunene, Bea, ang username, password, for example, 12345. Then user, ang account type niya. So now let's see kung ano yung kaibahan ng dalawang account. So first, we'll log in as an admin type of account. Okay, let's log out first. So gamitin natin yung account na Thea kasi admin yung nakalagay na account type. Thea. So sa admin user of account, marami siyang capabilities na magagawa. Pwede siyang mag-add ng customer, nagsi-sales, nagsa-stock, mag-restock, at mag-price ng item. Pwede din siyang gumawa ng account at mag-print ng report. So, titingnan naman natin yung sa user account type. Now, let's log out. So, kanina gumawa tayo ng Bea na account as a user. So, karaniwan ito ay para sa mga cashier. Bea. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So, ito lang yung makikita ng cashier or ng user account type. Wherein, yung function niya is to input or encode any items na nabibenta niya. So later, we will discuss it one by one. So let's go back to admin account. Okay, we will go back to the admin page. Okay. So after creating a user account, now we will declare all our stocks. So this is the first thing to do before we can have sales, or before we can restock, and before we can price an item. So stock. So here we have a list of encoded stocks. We can add and delete items, or we can even update an item here. So let's try to add a new item. Let's say, for example, we add placenta soap. So every time na mag-add po kayo ng item, meron din siyang corresponding na unique ID, item ID. Then lalabas din yung date kung kailan siya in-add. Let's say placenta soap. Description is 35 grams. It is important to declare yung complete description ng isang item kasi there are cases na same yung item name pero iba yung description. Then quantity, for example, we're going to stock 1,000 pieces of placenta soaps. The order level 100. Let's say, for example, 100. It's up to you. By the way, reorder level, ito yung magsasabi sa inyo na halimbawa 100 yung i-declare yung reorder level. If 100 na lang yung natira sa stocks nyo, kusa po siyang magpa-prompt or magre-read po siya na this is a critical level of your item na kailangan nyo nang mag-restock ulit. Para naman, manonotify kayo na malapit nang maubos yung stocks niyo. Okay? Save. So, tingnan natin. Ito yung placenta soap. Let's try another one. Add item. Meron din siyang panibagong item ID plus ano pa bang wala? Placenta pink. Say 10 grams. 1,000. The order level 100. Then, dito sa save and save anew. Kung halimbawa meron pa kayong i-add after this item, mag-save and add nyo na lang kayo. Or if wala na, save na lang. Let's say wala na tayo i-add ulit. Save. So, ayan na yung placenta pink. Let's say, kailangan natin mag-delete. Let's say, i-delete natin si yellow peeling oil. Just i-taon mo lang yung ilagay mo lang yung cursor doon sa gusto mong i-delete na item, then delete item. Okay. So, yan po kung paano siya mag-a-add ng item. Now, let's say magre-restock tayo. So, add new item for restocking. So, hindi ka pwedeng mag-restock kung hindi mo pa na-declare sa stock yung item mo. So, you have to select na lang kung anong item yung isa-stock mo. Halimbawa, yung sa placenta soap na in-encode natin lately. So, hanapin natin dito yung placenta soap. Okay. Kailangan natin mag-stock ng 500 ulit. Notes. Stock. Date created. Then, save. Kung save lang siya, titingnan natin yung difference. Save lang. So, kung save lang siya, hanggang dito lang yung yung item na yon. Hindi siya nag-a-add dun sa stock. Check natin yung placenta soap. Kung nag-add ba siya ng 500 sa dating 1,000. So, placenta soap. So, si placenta soap, 1,000 pa rin. Now, let's go back to restocking. I-try natin na si placenta soap i-save and post natin. So, let's try to update. Update natin. Stock. Save and post. So, naka-check na yung posted na. Balik tayo sa stocks. Placenta soap. So, nagiging 1,500 na siya. Balik tayo sa restock ulit. Bakit po kailangan pang save and post and save? Kasi minsan may mga cases na temporary pa lang siya or hindi pa final yung pag-a-add ng stocks. Pwede nyo pang ma-edit. So, ganun po. Then, let's go to single item pricing. Ito na. So, hindi ka rin pwedeng mag-declare ng price kung wala pa yung item mo sa stocks. This one, for example, pwede na tayong mag-delete dito ng price. For example, ito, kasi wala siyang i-declare na item name. We'll delete this. So, sa code, meron na tayong pre-priced. Let's try to delete this. Okay. So, halimbawa, ang wala pa dito si placenta soap na in-add natin lately. Add new item. Then, search na lang tayo. Search natin si placenta soap. Si placenta soap, for example, 20 pesos yung item cost. Retail price is 45. The seller price is 35. Then save. Meron din tayong option dito ng save and add new kung mag-a-add ka pa ng panibagong item or mag-price ka pa ng panibagong items or save and close kung wala na. So, ayan na si placenta soap. 45 pesos. So, sa package naman, kasi may mga promos tayo na kailangan i-declare. So, for example, sa rejuvenating set, minsan may 5 plus 1, 10 plus 2. So, we'll add another item. Let's delete this first. Okay, we'll add another set. This is the tricky part kasi kailangan mo din siyang isipin and you must at least or you must create your unique package name. Kasi minsan madami tayong package, same item. So, let's say, sa rejuvenating, meron tayong 10 plus 2, 5 plus 1. So, package name, reju 10 plus 2. So, add natin yung mga item kung ano yung kabilang sa rejuvenating set. So, search lang natin. Sa rejuvenating, meron tayong rejuvenating toner. So, sa 10 plus 2 na yan, so, ibig sabihin, 12 yung kailangan sa set na yan. 12 pieces ng rejuvenating toner ang makukuha sa stocks natin. 12. And another item. Ano pa bang kabilang sa rejuvenating set? Rejuvenating cream. So, 12 again. Okay. Ano pa? Sunblock. Yan info mo. Rejuvenating sunblock. 12 din. Rejuvenating cream. 12 din. Okay. So, i-posting na natin siya ngayon. So, halimbawa sa set na yan, yung item post natin is 1,000. Retail price natin is 1,500. Reseller price natin is 1,250. Okay. Save and close. Refresh lang natin. So, ayan na. By the way, yung currency natin, pwede natin itong i-change. Depende kasi yun sa setting ng computer. Pwede natin i-change yan into peso. So, now let's try to input the sales. Kung halimbawa may bibili sa atin, to check yung pricing natin, to check yung magde-deduct sa stocks natin para maka-generate din tayo ng report ng sales. Now, let's go to sales. So, add lang tayo ng bagong sales. From here. So, ito na yung page ng sales kung saan dito tayo mag-i-input kung may bumibili. Ito rin yung screen ng cashier. So, for example, meron tayong mga pre-encoded buyers or resellers na dito. Let's say, Sharon Coneta. Bumili siya ng rejuvenating toner. Pwede mo rin siyang i-stretch. Pag ganun para makita mo yung whole complete name ng item. So, let's say, bumili siya ng rejuvenating toner 120 ml. Okay, ilang peraso? 2. Okay. Tapos, bumili din siya ng rejuvenating na naka-package. Reju. Yung 5+1. Let's see. 4 package. So, ayan. For example, ito yung binili ni Sharon Coneta. So, total amount niya is 7,240. So, payment. Example, nagbigay siya ng 7,500. Change na 260. Save. So, automatic mag-clear na siya pag tapos na yung payment. Now, let's say, for example, gusto mong mag-print ng invoice. So, punta lang kayo sa View Sales. Hanapin natin yung Sharon Coneta na ano. By the way, kasi meron tayo mga pre-sales dito. Para yung makikita nyo yung sales is for the day lang. I-set nyo na lang to. I-filter nyo siya kung anong day ang gusto mo. So, let's say, May 28 lang yung makikita. Go. So, within this day, meron kayong total sales na 7,240. Nakikita lang natin yung amount paid kasi ito yung binayad nila. Makikita lang natin kung magkano yung binigay. Para matrace din natin, let's say, nagkamali ng change, ganun. But the total amount is 7,240 for that day. So, ito print natin yung invoice. Click lang yung button na print invoice. Okay, so ito na po siya. By the way, ito naman, ipa-personalize naman natin to per client. Yung kung anong gusto mong nasa heading, tsaka yung anong gusto mong mga information na nakalagay sa invoice. So, usually naman, we have the date, the invoice number, customer name, kung sino yung nag-input niyan, tsaka yung mga list ng items na binili, tsaka yung corresponding price. So, that's it for the sale. Okay, balik tayo. So, pwede tayong bumalik doon kay clicking add new. So, again, we'll try another. Pwede din tayong mag-add, halimbawa may bago kayong customer. Add lang. Let's say, Judy and Service. Pwede kong bahala mo. Reseller. Save and close. So, halimbawa, bumili siya ng Senta soap. Ng piraso, 3 pieces. Okay. So, halimbawa, nag-change yung mind nyo, hindi kayo nagbigay ng reseller price. Resell nyo, pwede din siyang i-change. So, close natin yung see. So, let's check the sales for this day. So, ito na. Nag-a-add naman siya ng 105. So, ganun. Then, we will check the reports. Exit lang natin ito. Okay. So, the reports. The daily sales. So, sa May 28, meron tayong 7,345 na sales income. For monthly sales, this is for the month of May. Let's say we will filter this date from the date of April to May. Bali, 2 months. So, ito yun. From April, ito yung sales. Sa May, ito yung sales. Sa stock naman natin, ito yun. Nakalagay yung quantity left sa stocks natin. So, printable po siya. You can print each report. And then, dito naman sa customers, meron tayong tinatawag na reseller info, wherein makikita natin each reseller yung mga purchases niya. So, halimbawa, si Marian Rivera, nung April 13, meron siyang purchase na soap and shampoo. Nung April 15, meron siyang na-purchase na rejuvenating package 5+1. So, lahat ng mga na-purchase ng resellers nyo ay makikita din. So, that's it. And this, by the way, this software is just a trial version. So, if you want to go with this POS, we can give you a registered or a licensed one. So now let's take a look or a tour for our POS again. So this is the main page, and we can personalize this one whatever you want, whatever layout or whatever background you want to place here. So again, at home we have the customers button wherein you can input customers info here and their corresponding purchases. This is the sales, for the stocks, restocking, for pricing, we have the single item and package. For the tools, this is where we create a user account, then the register button. The reports, we have a printable daily sales, monthly sales, and stock record reports. So this is a simple and easy to use BPOS. So thank you for taking a tour with us, and thank you for having with us for this BPOS.